In the last video, we have done the basic configuration and today we are gonna do static configuration. Now we have to configure static routing. Let me show you what is static routing. Static routing is a type of routing in which the administrator manually configures networks in routers. It is used for a small network because it requires more manpower to configure a large network. The AD value of static routing is 1. The syntax of the static routing is IP route, destination network subnet mask, and next hop address. In this topology, we have three networks. First one is 192.80.10.0/27 and the second one is 192.80.10.32/27 and the third one is 192.80.10.64/29. When we configure router 1, router 2 becomes the destination network. So we have to write the command as IP route 192.80.10.32 as destination network and the subnet mask of the /27 is 255.255.255.224 and the next hop address will be 192.80.10.74. Here, the next hop is the destination router. In our case, router 2 is the next hop and the connected interface will become the next hop interface. In the same way, we can add router 3 network and the next hop address will be the same. The reason is, no matter how many routers are there, next router is always be the next hop and the connected interface will become next hop address. So remember this always. We also add virtual networks in the same manner. So click on router 1, go to CLI, press enter, type enable to go to privilege mode, type configure terminal to go to global configuration mode, type IP route 192.80.10.32 as destination network, 255.255.255.224 as destination network subnet mask and 192.80.10.74 as next hop address. Here router 2 will be the next hop and the connected interface become the next hop address. Type IP route 192.80.10.64 as the router 3 destination network, 255.255.255.248 as the destination network subnet mask and 192.80.10.74 as the next hop address. Now add virtual networks. Type IP route 192.80.10.72 as destination network, 255.255.255.252 as destination network subnet mask and 192.80.10.74 as next hop address. Type IP route 192.80.10.76 as destination network, 255.255.255.252 as destination network subnet mask and 192.80.10.74 as next hop address. Type exit and save it with the right command. Close the window, open router 2, go to CLI. Now we are on the router 2. So router 1 will be our destination. Type enable to go to privilege mode. Type configure terminal to go to global configuration mode. Type IP route 192.80.10.0 as router 1 destination network, 255.255.255.224 as destination network subnet mask and 192.80.10.73 as next hop address. For router 2 to router 1, here router 1 will be the next hop and the connected interface will become the next hop address. Type IP route 192.80.10.64 as router 3 destination network, 255.255.255.248 as destination network subnet mask, and 192.80.10.78 as next hop address. For router 2 to router 3, router 3 will be the next hop and the connected interface become next hop address. As virtual network also, type IP route 192.80.10.72 as destination network, 255.255.255.252 as destination network subnet mask, and 192.80.10.73 as next hop address. Now type IP route 192.80.10.76 as destination network, 255.255.255.252 as destination network subnet mask, and 192.80.10.78 as next hop address. Type exit and save it with the right command. Close the window, open router 3 and go to CLI. Now we are on router 3, so router 2 will become our destination network. Press enter, type enable to go to privilege mode, type configure terminal to go to global configuration mode, type IP route 192.80.10.0 as router 1 destination network, 255.255.255.224 as destination network subnet mask, and 192.80.10.77 as next hop address. Here router 2 will be the next hop and the connected interface will become next hop address. Then type IP route 192.80.10.32 as router 2 destination network, 255.255.255.224 as destination network subnet mask, and 192.80.10.77 as next hop address. IP route 192.80.10.72 as destination network, 255.255.255.252 as destination network subnet mask, and 192.80.10.77 as next hop address. Now type IP route 192.80.10.76 as destination network, 255.255.255.252 as destination network subnet mask, and 192.80.10.77 as next hop address. Now type exit and save it with the right command. Now it's time for verification. Open router 1. On privilege mode, type show IP route. You can see that connected network, and also there is S, which means static routing. Now open router 2, type show IP route. You can see that connected networks, which is denoted by C, and S, which means static routing. Now open router 3, type show IP route. You can see that connected network as well as S, which means static routing. Now open any PC, then verify that PCs are communicating with each other or not. Go to CMD and type the IP address. Type ping 192.80 10.34. Here you can see that replies are coming from that PC. That means our configuration is successful. So that is for today. In the next video, we will do default configuration. Thanks for watching.